Hi, hi. Up, can't hear you now. Can't hear you at all now.
Hey,
There he
everybody.
is.
It's Tuesday. It's from the barracks. I'm Joker with Players Wanted. With me, it's not a party till he comes out. Weiner from Nubreed Airsoft. Um,
Hi.
we are having some technical difficulties today.
Oh, he's having technical difficulties. My headset, my microphone are working beautifully.
I want to hurt you so bad.
I love it. And I was actually on time. I was actually here 10 minutes before
we
we
are
even
we,
started
we
the
were
behind the scenes.
we were on time.
Yes.
We were trying to resolve this
You were
damn
trying
headset.
you were trying to resolve.
Hey, it's a team effort here, buddy.
Oh,
Okay.
me, I was just sitting back laughing, watching. Go, hey, look, we're not going to be on time, and I'm on time. Kurtz gave me a hey, man, how's it going? Big
What's
one
up, Kurt?
eye. What's up, sir?
Man,
Where's
I'm
Preacher?
annoyed as hell with my with my computer right now, so don't mind me, guys. Yeah, we were actually here. I will confirm Weiner was on time for once. He was actually a little early.
For once,
And
I've been on time more than once.
hey, look, there's plenty of times when you're not on time. Okay,
That is true. Well, I give you that, but not lately. You're not late. You're on time. One eye because Mark was late with the technical difficulties. We'll
we were
blame it on
here.
that.
It just wasn't working.
That's right. So now he's got an external mic and external speakers he's using.
Yeah. So you guys, if you guys
Where'd my
hear an
kids
echo,
go?
I'm sorry. I
Oh, they cleaned
apologize.
up. And I did eat healthy tonight. Just so you know, you didn't see me finish off my chopped liver sandwich, which I have to eat liver right now because I need to blow up my red blood cells. But it was really, really good. Let's see what we got going on here. Still trying to figure out, make sure all the streams are working. This was what went on this weekend. If you weren't there at the event, you didn't get one of these patches.
Talk about this. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. So the patch is badass. The skull glows in dark. If you didn't get a patch, you can get one now. I'll be happy to give you the my Venmo so you can request one. My ex was late. I heard that. I heard you're gonna have like 6 more kids because he didn't take the mandatory technical difficulties, mandatory lateness from his research. That's correct. Yep. And she fell down the stairs, totally unrelated. She didn't fall. You pushed her.
Hey. Oh, shit. I need to start. God damn it. I knew I forgot a streaming service.
Oh, you forgot to do one of them?
TikTok open. So we're totally going to talk about the event, but I do have some bad news to share that today.
Yes, Mark's pregnancy test came back and it's negative.
I'm not in your mood. I'm not in the mood for your shit today. Okay.
Oh, you are so in the mood.
I am not actually in the mood.
You're gonna I'll see how many times I get disconnected today.
Yeah.
You lost your patch. Did you really lose your patch, sir? That's probably one of the ones we found on the field because you don't know how to Velcro it on. There he is, Antonio. What's up, Top?
What's up, Garcia?
It was great to see him out there. Yeah, Mark. No, it came back negative. He's not pregnant.
No. Today was actually
Congrats on number 5.
Court case, and unfortunately, the woman was found not guilty on both counts. Evidently, I'm too drunk to be held responsible is a valid defense nowadays. So hey, Emma, look, there might be 5, 6, 7 out there. I don't know. But yeah, it was a annoying 2 days. Let's just say it that way. All right. Well, we're going to jump into this AAR here in just a minute. So first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight.
Girl power. Women's rights, girl boss. What is that all about? Did you get fired from DEO?
Support of Ange? I don't know.
Girl power, women's rights, girl boss. You have a girl boss now?
I have no idea.
Are you calling Greg a girl?
Rude. Anyways,
I'm not a female, that's for sure.
Hold on a second. Why is Yordi calling me?
I don't know.
Yes, can I help you, sir?
Yordi, get on the stream. I'm his boss.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of the live stream right now, Yordi.
Because Mark's pregnant.
After this. So
why all of
it's-
a sudden did I get so closer? My nose looks
yeah,
big.
I can back up a little bit. There you go. It
Yeah,
makes your head look. It makes your nose look bigger. I mean, your nose is huge anyway.
I
And
know it's pretty big anyways. It doesn't need to be bigger.
anyways, let's just start diving into the positive stuff and all that. First and foremost, what do we have next on the list of stuff that we're going to be doing? Well, we're going to we're going to
going-
Volcano Bay on Sunday.
Oh, that's right. We're gonna go to Volcano Bay. Gonna go check
We're
it
going
out.
to hang out on Volcano Bay.
I'll hang out, sit in the
By
lazy
the
river.
way,
Is it supposed to rain this weekend? What is the weather?
I don't know, but I hope it does.
Oh, I hope it does rain. Yeah, that's right.
Because I had so much. All right, after Future Wars, I just want to get this out because this was hilarious. After Future Wars, I went to Volcano Bay to soak inside the water and everything for a little bit, just to go around the lazy river, which evidently went on the rapid river. But hey, besides all that, the funniest thing I think you could do now is go to a water park when it's raining. There were people walking around in fucking ponchos. Ponchos, Weiner.
Yeah, no, you sure they
And
weren't? Because they don't want.
swimsuits.
You sure they didn't want to get their hair wet, and that's why they were wearing the ponchos?
One dude was bald.
Okay, well, you never know. They may have worried about getting a little.
4 other women were at customer service
Yordi!
that they were getting wet because it was raining and they had swimsuits on. And 2 of them just got off a slide with me about 20 minutes earlier. They were on the same slide that was open that I was on. I cannot make this shit up. People are incredibly stupid. How do you go there, bitch? You can complain at a water park that you're getting wet. It makes no sense to me whatsoever.
If I had known you for a while, figured that would be one of you doing that.
So anyways, well, let's jump into this. We were just at Nubreed Airsoft. Wait, we still have an event coming up in May. And
We got one coming up in May?
Syndicate 5 at Mid Orange Correctional.
Syndicate 5, that's right. But we're not talking about it right now, are we?
Well,
we're going to talk about
mentioning what's on the schedule. We always usually
yep.
start
Because I got a major announcement to do about Syndicate 5 when we get to that point.
Okay, so Syndicate 5, we'll talk about that a little bit more later on. But that's going to be at Mid Orange Correctional. If you guys want, go ahead and get your tickets at syndicate5.eventbrite.com, or you go to pwaevents.com and you can get your tickets there too. It'll take you right to the same place. So after that we're going to Airsoft Palooza.
Yep. In Houston, Texas at the Evike Outpost in Houston, Texas.
Yep. It's a really awesome indoor field. It used to be an old Walmart. If you want to go to like a Nirvana of airsoft guns, by far they have the most selection that you can have, and some really unique stuff that typically isn't carried by a lot of places. Nah, bro, I wear just regular swim trunks, man. I don't wear no Speedos. I'm not that brave. I don't have that much confidence in myself. Airsoft Palooza is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. We'll be there streaming again like we always do, talking with people and everything else, talking all about airsoft. It's going to be a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're going to do a live stream.
We'll live stream it like we did last time. So that's going to be a fun time, fun event. If you guys are anywhere near there, it's a really cool place to go. They also raffle off a crap ton of stuff too. So
yes, they do. So get your tickets early if you're going to go. What was it? $20? Do they still have the
$20 for a grab bag?
Last grab bag. That Magoo over here won a freaking.
Crytek pistol.
Crytek.
It was a hell of a lot.
My turn. I'm going to get a couple bags. I think I'll get 2.
But for $5? What do you mean? But for $5? What do you mean? So Airsoft Palooza is going to be a really fun event. After that, we're home for all of 4 days, 3 days? And
not even 3 days. We're like
2 days.
2 days or 1 day. Yeah. We come in on Sunday, and then Tuesday we fly out. Tuesday night or Wednesday we fly out. Chaos takeover.
So we are going to be flying out to Denmark. So Weiner and I will be international airsofters. We're going to go hang out with the Danes. That's going to be a hell of a lot of fun.
Some friends of ours that invited us over that we met at a couple different events. Him and his son, Hans and Franz. No.
Hedrick and Frederick.
Hey, I was close. I got the H and the F right. Sorry, guys, if you're
Wow.
listening. Hendrick and Frederick.
Wow.
We need to
You know what? I'm
we
gonna
need to send them
this link
invites.
and be like, look what he says about this way. Look what he says about you.
It's all nice. They're great people.
They are. They're really awesome guys.
We introduced them to kimchi and they liked it.
We got to get them
Korean barbecue at Crossbones that we were at, weren't we, when he had the Korean barbecue or the
Yes. And no, what's great was each time that we take him out, because Skittles was there for one of them.
Yep.
We took him to the to Nashville. And while we're at Nashville, he goes, a sweet potato. What's on a sweet potato? Cinnamon and butter. Cinnamon on a sweet potato.
Or cinnamon butter.
Got it, and he goes, it's delicious. It's hilarious.
They never had it before, so it was great.
No,
what is that? Can you show what is
no
on the
ice,
spot?
no or AC. Have fun crying from Belgian currency. She's over in Belgium right now, I think. She went back.
Oh, that's right.
So we'll be having sponsorship shows next week, or we might actually do a stream on Thursday talking all about Syndicate, going over some of the stuff, especially about the new Manhunt game mode on Friday night, which is going to be a lot of fun. But after that, we'll be back, and then I guess that's our summer. The rest of the time, we're probably just going to be going to
different events
Universal
somewhere. Yep, we're different places.
So that's all. Oh wait, I did forget one. To end the summer or begin the summer, whatever which way you want to do it, and our South Florida airsoft season is actually going to be at Bad Blood at the end of the month. I know this date. It's at EMR Event Park in New Milford, Pennsylvania, and that is, if it's June 28th, the weekend of June 28th. Can't believe I forgot Bad.
Oh, is that what Gert Scheming is about? That's what he's talking about for.
No, he's talking about for Syndicate.
Oh, okay.
I just want to make sure I have the right dates for Bad Blood. Yeah, June 27th through 29th at EMR Event Park. Tickets are live. Tickets are only $60 for it. You can go to evite.com and search Bad Blood. You get your tickets there. I'm going to be on Marxist. We'll be running around having a good time there, just pretty much causing as much chaos as we possibly can out on that field. It is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. I always love going to Bad Blood. It's the one event that I go throughout the year, and I call that the end of our season, because usually July and August there's not much, and now that we're doing a haunted house, September is also out of the picture too. It's October, so it really is a really awesome event. It's only $60, and they also give out a huge amount of raffles there. So for event, pound for pound is like your best place to win a replica at a game. So with that being said, we're going to talk about what just happened on Saturday.
Yes, we are.
Saturday with Future Wars Part 1. I want to start off by saying, it's the first time I went to Outdoor Extreme Paintball and Airsoft in Orlando.
Outdoor Extreme Battlefield Orlando.
It actually doesn't say Battlefield in the name that's online.
It does say Battlefield in the name. Outdoor Extreme Battlefield Orlando.
I searched it up.
Yep. Searched it up wrong. Yeah, he's looking it up.
Damn straight. I know you guys can really hear my typing now.
Let's see. Where's the okay, back to
okay, so it says all right. So I'll give you part of that, because it also says, when I did my search to make sure I had the name right, now I gotta go freaking fix it. Thanks, Weiner. It says Outdoor Extreme Orlando Paintball Airsoft. Orlando.
Okay.
So all right. Desi and Jen were great.
Awesome people. Phenomenal people. The field's phenomenal. They're awesome.
Let's not undermine the contributions that Dante did to the game. Okay. Dante the cat.
Oh, Dante. Sorry about that. I really forgot about Dante. You're talking about the mascot.
The little mascot. He was awesome. He was fantastic. He was a cool dude. But
I do have a picture of him somewhere, or Emma stole him.
Emma probably has like 30 million pictures
of him. Yeah,
and I'm surprised that cat did not go home with Emma.
And she was in love with that cat. Mr. Meow Meows.
I'm surprised she didn't try to steal Dante.
But Dante was the local. He actually is the one who greeted everybody as they came to the field.
Mhm.
All
He tried to
all
drop a touchdown.
116 of you. Actually, there's more than that, but 116 tickets. That was awesome. What a great event.
So
It was even too.
if you guys live in the Orlando area, please check out this field. I did only get to see half of it because of where I was at, and then of course the number one cause of injuries in old men is thinking they're young men, and my shoulder's jacked up. Is what it is. Uh,
Dang,
so
it even says it on my list.
but I'm going to turn this over to Weiner, and I'm going to let Weiner talk all about his event here from start to finish, and then I'll chime in when it comes down to some of the other stuff that we have going.
So start to finish on Friday night, everybody showed up. Not everybody. I think we had about half the check-ins came in on Friday night. So we had our first safety brief, and there's something funny that happened. The first safety brief went through really good. It was a little long, but I'm working on trying to knock it down, make it shorter. But we had to explain a little bit about the ape suits, which were the power armor. So we did a little long explanation on that. But we had the first safety brief, which went good. Everybody got their patches, the badass Future Wars
Badass patch.
Chapter 1 patches. That the skull and everything, that any of the silver is actually white and glows in the dark. So we got through that. And then, Chrono opened up and we got people through Chrono. Everybody was great meeting each other. I think we got 2 safety briefs through, for the half that did show up. And then we had a couple of cool little night games going on. We did one game, which was with we did not have power armor on power armor as we ran into a little bit of trouble. And correct me if I'm wrong, we did the run and gun is what it was. And the run and gun was where we started out. We had 8 and 8 on each side. And basically they had to find the nuclear football, which was a yellow briefcase with the nuclear symbol on it. And it was hidden in the center of the field that was up front. So everybody that was there that didn't want to participate could sit there and watch outside the net. Yes, a talking wiener, stupid. But sitting outside, the net. So they watched what proceeded to go on a battle of battles. The 8-on-8 went after it, went and found the suitcase, and one side got it, the other side didn't, so they were eliminated. So then we dropped down to 4 and 4, and 2 and 2, and down to 1 and 1. And believe it or not, the final winner, who got a rifle, a pew pew, a replica, was lo and behold was the Tan CO at the very end. So Danny Cicerelli won a rifle, and Danny turned around and did he end up giving that back away? I thought he was giving it to one of his power players who was out there, at the end of the event.
I thought he raffled it off.
What's that? I don't think he didn't really raffle it. I think he gave it to somebody who was one of those exemplary players, somebody out there. I can't remember. I know everything happened so fast this weekend. I don't like it's all a blur at this point. Well, it's over. But anyways, when we went to go do the second safety brief, I opened my phone up, pull it up, and I have my little bullet points, and it's gone. It deleted. It disappeared. So I had to do it off the cuff for the second one, and I guess I did okay. I didn't get too many complaints about the rules and safety and respect and honor and integrity. So, anyways, that's what went on. But so we got that safety brief through, got more people through. The campsite was all set up in the back there where everybody had a good time camping out and hanging out with each other. And then we did essentially a juggernaut game. We had several of those for like a last man standing juggernaut game, and because they wanted to play as it was getting darker. So we had our main juggernaut, who happened to be Frogger from Shadow Legion. I wish I had pictures on hand to show you, but you're going to have to go to the nubreedairsoft.com website to check out some of the pictures that are already coming out and some of the videos already coming out. And it was just a whole new element to the game was the power armor. And then after that, there was a team that was there of 4 guys who wanted to play a night game. So I kind of they got the chance to play a little night game on force out there for a little while. And then about 9:15, we called it a night and packed it up and then came back the next morning. And that's when it got hectic the next morning when everybody's showing up to participate in the game. And then we had walk-ons, and we had I would say we had probably 20 walk-ons.
And I want to talk about that when we get a chance.
Okay, we'll talk about the walk-ons when we get on. And we got everybody registered, went through safety brief. Chrono, we actually started the game on time, 10 o'clock. So 9:30 is when we had the big powwow with everybody up front, explained some quick rules and made sure everybody left Dante alone and got out there and call your own hits, call your game, do not call everybody else's games. And between the green with DCM and the Brotherhood and Danny Cicerelli and his XO and all the tan that came on, the numbers were actually pretty even. And we even changed up a little bit. That's how the power armor was utilized throughout the game. And I just let my game controller, which was Christian Harris and Justin West, have at it with the game. My admins did a phenomenal job. We had a total of 10 admins out there on the field, off and on, back and forth. And it just ended up being a phenomenal event. So far, all the return on the event, all the messages back and forth said everybody had a great time. You had just some of your typical hiccups, minor hiccups and things like that. But I did get a lot of responses saying, we'll be back for chapter 2, or we'll be back to your next event, or when is your next event? And all that's, part of running a successful event. And I can't be happier, for my staff, to all the players, to, Orlando Rage, the DCM CEO, and John Obrador, his XO, and Danny and Oscar, his XO. Oscar, if I can remember your last name, I would say it, but I can't remember your last name right now. My apologies. And I did what every owner should do, stayed off the field, so out of the way. So I take care of everybody up front, any little hiccups that happened, and made sure people got out there on the field. And from the people showed up late to the people, to the walk-ons that showed up out of nowhere, didn't know an event was going on. And I think they handled it well. Majority of everybody handled it well and did their jobs. And I had a great registration team. We got everybody through fast, and it was a great event. It made me feel like, okay, I'll have another one. I'm not gonna turn around and not have another one. Everything I've fielded so far, just like I said, Operation Future Wars Chapter 1 was phenomenal. So yes, there will be a Chapter 2. We'll tweak some of the stuff that went on with the power armor and the positioning and things like that. But if you don't learn everything from every event you're doing, you are not doing it right.
And I agree with that 100%.
Yep. So we've learned something. People give back some feedback. We're going to send emails out for people to give more feedback privately, and we'll just keep improving like we've been doing since Nubreed was founded. So I thank each and every one of you, from my staff to the players to the little guys who were out there with their parents or with their dad or their mom, the moms that were out there, the dads that were out there. Everybody just had a good time. I love seeing the smiles, and I saw lots of smiles out there. So
it was a fun event. So I'm going to go through and I'll talk about as a player. So I was just a regular player. I had no leadership skills is not the right word, but no leadership responsibility. My buddy Chris, that I hadn't played with in a long time, Speedy, he finally showed up to the event. The night before, he calls me up. He goes, "So when's this event again? Tomorrow? All right, bet I'll be there." And he showed up, and I hope to see him online tonight. But he showed up. We went out, and then we linked up with a couple other guys. And then at the start, I wanted to. They go, "Where are you going?" Everybody's like, "Where are you going? Where are you going?" They're playing, and somebody turns to me, "Where are you going?" I was like, "That way. I'm going to cut through this field. I'm going to go through, and I'm going to go all the way to the other side, and then I'm going to turn left." So I take the right hand, turn left, and engage as I go. And game started. That is exactly what we did. I only saw that half of the field,
which was your own fault.
That was my own fault.
Yeah, but in all fairness, you did injure yourself. Being old that you are, you blew out your shoulder and couldn't carry your gun anymore.
My shoulder actually got blown out
long time ago
for my son 3 years ago, sir. It's just been acting up more and more.
Now you're just
I was in at the hotel wasn't the most comfortable, so whatever. But I started going, and then we had 4 guys. We all went walking into this thing along the right side, and a couple more guys all of a sudden joined us as well. They came running up from behind, and then we engaged the enemy, and we had some really great firefights. It was a hell of a lot of fun. The field was interesting. I mean, I could obviously tell that when it gets wet there, there's like little rivers or probably creeks that go throughout that
Oh yeah,
facility.
you weren't there for the first event. We did backyard there when it rained. The hurricanes had come through and it rained, but it still drained off enough. But the trickling water was awesome out there.
I could tell where it would be because I'm a Florida boy, and I said, "Oh, those are cypress fruits. I know what goes through here." Um, and it was and one of the funniest things, which I hadn't had a chance to cut video yet. I cut one video, and it's being a bitch. I cannot load it up to show you all, but I'm going to show it without sound because it's funny. But I was shooting out of a like one of those I don't know what the white container things, the rounded white containers. I
Yep,
don't
the
know what
big
they were. The
they,
big
they held
drum.
water at some point or something like
Yeah,
that. They held some
big
type of
tank
liquid.
drum. I'm shooting, and I think I'm shooting at somebody because it looked like a form, but it wasn't. And all of a sudden, a green player just walks right into my shot. I was like, I was like, maybe there's nobody there. Pink. And as I did that one, he walks. I was like, ooh, because all of a sudden his hand goes up, and I was like, ooh, nice shot. um. So something really funny did happen, and I promised I was going to put this up on the stream. I just got to pull up the video now. We're just not going to hear the sound, but it was hilarious. I had a player come up and medic me as the enemy while I was dead. Um, I laughed my ass off, and I felt sorry for the dude. And it was just
He couldn't tell you were tan.
no. Let me see here.
That's awesome that it happened. That actually happened at my event because that's just it's happened at the big dog events. You know, the TCA and the AMS. It's happened to both those events for me.
This
You know, where somebody from the opposite side's medic.
This one's
Uh,
going to be great. Like one of the things before I bring this up, right? I'm going to say is that the sportsmanship. I was on the field for the first Evo, and the sportsmanship was fantastic. For that first Evo, it started getting a little dicey. You know, towards the last 40 minutes, people were getting hot
yes, you
already and
have,
all that.
Emma.
So here we go. So I'm going to do the commentary while we do this here. So I just got done eliminating this player, and then there was a couple other players that are going to be directly behind me, and then we had a firefight, and one of them got me. Whatever, I'm down, I'm dead. And this guy comes up next to me, goes TQ. I was like, okay. I notice he's green.
It was your shoes that threw him off.
I go bang bang. I banged and accidentally because I fell down and actually shot him. Right, so I was like, I didn't feel so bad.
You're such a bitch.
He goes, "Did you medic him?" And they go, "Yep." And now he's saying he's colorblind. He couldn't tell us apart. So
That works. That does work. Yep.
I was like, "That is hilarious." That was funny, and it just happened. It happened. I limited the other player, and there's another guy that must have been back in the woods. And it was just really hilarious because that entire reaction. He's like, "Man, this shit sucks. I'm colorblind. I couldn't see." And then so I took my hit like a man. It was great. It was funny. It was awesome. I ended up walking back to respawn, coming back again, and each time I sat there and talked to a green guy for a while and told him, "You'd be so dead." He didn't notice I was tan. Well, that was a funny thing, right? So there's another interaction that I had where after we respawn, we come marching through this area. All the green players got eliminated. We're pushing into the far woods to make what I just talked about, that left turn, to try to eliminate tan from this city area and just start to dominate. And I go walking up, and my radio's on, but it's on real soft. And I thought I heard bang bang come from my ass. I heard bang bang. I go, huh? I go, huh? And all of a sudden, whack! I was like, hit. And
Was
then
it
I
one of the
sit
little
down,
kids?
and then I'm still looking. I was like, "Where the hell?" And then I saw him, and he was literally 10 feet in front of me on the ground. I was like, "Perfect spot." And then a firefight erupts around me, so I'm just trying to make myself as small as I possibly can, which is not
Yeah,
easy
that's
for me.
impossible.
And he finally got eliminated. We got medicked up, and we did this big push. And when we go through these woods, we had another great firefight. I mean, the firefights were awesome. The interactions were fantastic.
Good.
like I said, a lot of the players there were enjoying themselves. Here's where the only bit of real negative feedback I have is that when we went back to respawn after that, we came on the field and all of a sudden we're taking firefight in a spot that we weren't expecting. Okay, cool. But the problem was I didn't fire at these guys originally because I saw tan legs. I was like, oh, teammates, cool. We have more guys over here. Now all of a sudden I'm taking fire. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
um,
So we already got, we do know that, we did know that was a problem. It wasn't a major problem, but it was a problem. So I've already got it in the works for the next event if we have something like that. Because walk-ons, don't get me wrong, my company is to train the airsofter and bring them up to the Milsim level. So there's a lot of people who showed up, didn't read the rule set and didn't know about the uniforms, or they showed up on the day that they thought they were going to be playing airsoft, regular airsoft day, and it wasn't. It was an event and they wanted to participate. So what I'm going to do from here on out, one of the things is I'm going to go to Michael's. If you know, Michael's is the hobby shop. They sell T-shirts in there. So I'm going to get a good group of green T-shirts and a good group of tan T-shirts, and I'll have a box with those in it. And then one of the other things which I can find is the cheaper of the Dr. Scrubs for pants wise. I can find them in tan and I can find them in green, and they're fairly cheap also. And I will have those there at the event. It doesn't care what color gear you have, but as long as you can tell they're green, and it may be an ugly ass green, but you're going to know it's green.
Yeah.
Or you're going to know it's tan or brown. You're going to know that. So that's one of the ways we're going to correct that problem, because duct tape, duct tape on the chest rig or anything like that doesn't cut it. So
yeah,
but
and that's like we always have to talk about like some things that go wrong, because like you said at the beginning of the stream,
right.
if you don't learn as an event producer, you're doing something wrong.
Yep.
And this is something that I learned going all the way back to Operation Lockdown, the first one at in Crescent. You can't have mixed colors. And some of these were bad. Like it was a green shirt, tan pants, tan helmet, green face, and a mix of green and tan stuff on their armor, like their plate carriers, whatnot.
Nope.
It was
FTX,
confusing.
hey guys.
Hey, what's up, FTX? So it was confusing. It was confusing. I mean, at that time, the interaction. I mean, we still fought through it. Got everything. We had. It was an intense firefight when we realized what happened, and we worked through it. There was only one individual that I saw that was blatant in his not calling hits. He got called out for a war crime, so I was happy with the result. I tried my best not to say anything. I was just sitting there shaking my head at the guy, and he goes, "You didn't hit me, bro. I swear." I was like, "I hit you twice." And when I meant by twice, it's 2 different times in our firefight. I hit this guy squarely. I was like, and all of a sudden, here's Drew in the background. He goes, "No, man, you didn't hit me." And I was like, "I got you." And then Drew said, "Joker." I was like, "Fair enough." And I just sat there shaking my head. But even the admin witnessed it. So I'm glad I had like some validation that I wasn't wrong and was there, but I should not have said anything. I should have just kept my mouth shut fully. But I mean, I wasn't screaming at him. I said it just like I said here. I shot you twice, man. I know I did. I saw it. And he was shooting with a shotgun. Sometimes duct tape can't cut it. We know. And here's the other big factor too, especially in Florida airsoft, right? We get hot and sweaty, and that tan starts looking very, very green. So at one point, I think I have it on the cam, where I accidentally murked 3 tan guys, and I go, "Whoops." Because it was after the incident. It was after the incident with those guys that were wearing both colors, and it looked incredibly dark. And you're like, "We're tan, bro," and I was like, "My bad. Let's medic you." In my defense, look at you, man. It looks green, and they were wearing multiple.
And we did warn them. We did kind of give them a warning about the guys who are dressed like that too. That you're more than likely, and just be cognizant that there may be friendly fire. And they were cool with it because they really wanted to play, and they got into the game and they played, and it But just let me stress again, I do accept walk-ons at my event because what my company's premise is to build these players up to the Milsim level so they can go.
And a lot of them learned, which was great.
Oh yeah, and they
Like,
loved it. They'll come back and guaranteed they'll come back in full right regalia and everything.
And look, Top, you said it great, man. Admins were on point all game. They were. There was one guy that was yelling at an admin when I was walking by after I was dead. I made one really good push where I got almost, I guess, to where one part where they spawn at, and they go, "Our respawn's right over there," and I was like, "Respawns are in play, but cool, man." And then somebody was yelling at an admin. I said, "Hey, bro, nah, don't do that." And he goes, "What?" I was like, "There's no need to be yelling, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's just no need to be yelling. I mean, if the admin said something, the admin said something. You know."
You just froze.
No, it's that my entire screen just flashed. But the absolute thing is, the time and place to argue about a rule call or everything else is not on the field. Wait for lunch, wait for an Evo, or wait till after the game, and then express your concerns. First off, you're wasting time and money, time and energy, right? Just to argue with an admin on the field.
Mm-hmm. And it will go over well. But
yeah.
At least most of them kept their cool, or they calmed down enough where I didn't have to run out the field and take somebody off the field or escort them off the field. But they got that at the safety brief. So that was explained to everybody at the safety brief. And 95% of the time, we didn't have any issues. Didn't have any. 95% of the people, no problem at all.
Yeah.
But it's
airsoft.
But if you do it right, you do your safety brief correctly and stuff like that, and you stress those major points.
Not a single heat cat, did you?
No, not a single heat cat. I had plenty of water at both CPs.
And I was just going to talk about that.
Nope.
So each time I walked back, I forced myself to get a drink, pour a little water on the head to cool off because it's May in Florida. It's hot.
Mm-hmm. And it was hot. I'll agree.
Yeah.
I couldn't get hydrated off the field, so I can imagine what it was like on the field.
Oh, it was every time we came back, hydrate. We came back, hydrate. And maybe have to go to the bathroom quite a bit, but then I knew I was hydrated. It was.
And there's something else I want to say. I want to thank every single player out there in Evans who actually cleaned up after themselves. I didn't hear anything about water bottles spread everywhere. If it was right by where the bags were supposed to be. But as far as field cleanup and stuff like that, awesome, guys. Everybody policed themselves, which was phenomenal. Even in the camping area, with all the people that stayed in the camping area.
For the love of God, if you go to an event that has porta potties, when you leave the porta potty, leave the seat down.
Did you almost fall in?
No, it stinks.
Leave the lid down.
leave the lid down. Leave the seat, the lid down. Leave it all down.
We're talking about proper porta potty etiquette.
It has a tube that goes up from the tank to the top, so the smell goes up and out. If you leave that lid up, that means the smell goes inside the porta potty. You walk in, you're smelling everybody's ass. Please don't do that. Oh my God, was that nasty? I walked into the one, I was like,
and that's every event. That's every place I've gone to. That's the same thing. I walk in, first thing I do immediately is shut the damn lid.
Every time, man. Like, there's that one that was on the, I guess, far left side. I left the door opened up and it left open. I left it and I just backed up like this and was like,
count to 10, then go back in.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I was like, all right, it aired out a little bit.
Yep. 98% of the time. Yep. That's exactly right. It was a great game overall for the players, for the admins, for the, for the field owner and everything along those lines. I mean, we have some minor things to work on, just minor stuff. I mean, it was still a phenomenal event. Like I said, it made it worth our while we're actually going to start writing for chapter 2, but chapter 2 may not be for a little while because we got a couple other things in the works.
And it's going to be hot.
That's true. So we're going to be off during most of the summer or traveling somewhere during the summer. Cause I hate playing during the summer. Also, my boy Preacher, who, I don't see him on here tonight, but Preacher is one of the head admins for a field down and I'll mention this, a field down in Palm Bay, Florida. And he was blown away by how the event went. So we're going to be in discussions about possibly putting on a smaller event down there in Palm Bay, Florida, at
That's
his field.
That's cool.
Oh,
I mean, helping
yep.
out the local fields is something that we're definitely gonna have to do, especially this year
Oh
in
yeah,
particular, because you know things might get a little tight. Let's just put it that way.
Mhm.
So it's always good to help out support the local fields.
oh yeah, and that they
Help,
support us and any place. We're like I said, Nubreed is there to help promote the sport, bring people up to the milsim level, or if you want to stay at airsoft level, that's fine too. But at least we'll teach you something that you will need if, like, 4 years down the road, hey, I want to go play. I want to go play TCA. I want to go play Milsim West. I want to go play AMS. I want to go play Lions Claw. Play. I'm having a brain fart on some of the other event producers.
Lion Claws,
Well, Lion Claws I
players
mentioned.
wanted airsoft.
Players wanted. Oh yeah, that players wanted group, man. They have good events.
Stop
believe
it.
or not. They actually have plenty of good events. Speaking of playing good events,
Now, on a whole, I think the event was very, very successful. It was a hell of a lot of fun. I can't wait to do it again, to go out there, and I can't wait to go out and check out that field more when it's not hot.
oh yeah, that field's a fun field to play on.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. When I got done, when I left there, I went because I found my new favorite all-you-can-eat place, all-you-can-eat lobster.
Oh yeah,
Boston Lobster Fest, right across the street from my hotel, was great. I can't
yeah,
tell
but
you
your
how
hotel wasn't even close by the field, so.
Well, yeah. So, was I late?
No, you were on time, but I didn't ask you to be on time.
I
You
was
weren't
on. I was
You weren't.
early
You weren't
every
on
day.
staff, so I couldn't tell. I was more worried about my staff than you, sir.
I was always on time, and I was always early to make sure that I was there, to make sure I met and saw everything. Had some
Hey, Donna.
great conversations with people. And so I was there, but I soaked inside the pool at the hot tub at the hotel, which was good.
Mm.
I was like, I cannot wait to go to Volcano Bay the next day, and I did, and that was just it was just great. I was like in the rapid river, they give you a life jacket, so I was sitting in the life jacket, and I just
Really?
let the rapid, yeah, because
Oh, Rapid
it's
River, not the lazy river.
not the lazy river, the
Okay.
rapid river. So the rapid river
Got it.
that just takes you, so you're just whipped around, and I'm just laying on my back like this, and I go past like 3 times.
Well,
And
you're
the
like
guy-
a sinking boat anyway, so.
Easy plane crash of a conversation. But like the fourth time I went by, the lifeguard goes, 4? Really? I was like, I'll be back. And came back around for a fifth time. Don't let him off easy. What do you mean, let me off easy?
I don't know. I missed something.
I don't know either. I mean,
Oh, wait a minute.
it literally was a really great, all of it all, it was a great weekend. Had a blast, had a good time. Can't wait to see the next one works, and I can't wait to see more of that field, and hopefully play more of the days. But there's definitely a rotator cuff surgery in my near future, because
Hopefully they'll cut it off from here.
Then who would you have to make fun of, sir?
Oh, believe me, I'll find somebody. I mean, you're not the only one to make fun of. Well, although it would be kind of sad because, yeah.
So
I miss the pregnant Hawaii guy.
Yes, the pregnant Hawaii guy. So anyways, do you have anything else to add about the event? Because I mean, it was fantastic.
No, just I just, like I said, I can't thank everybody enough, from Desi and Jenny from Outdoor Extreme, Orlando Paintball and Airsoft. Maybe changed what I call them, so I did. And then my staff, and then all the players and parents who came to watch the kids play. My sponsors, Dead End Outfitters, G&G, HPA, D14, Mama Milsim. Who else? I'm trying to think of everything. Because I got Dead End Outfitters from HLSM. The what? Oh, the Snow Cone Company. Dudes, if you didn't get the chance to get some snow cones while you're out there, you missed out. Because it was Carnival Creations, I believe was what they were called. Brand new in the market. Shut up, sir. You just don't like anybody eating in front of you.
He doesn't. All right, now that was bad. That was bad.
But I'll quit eating. My kids are underneath eating the popcorn with me. So, anyways, hopefully I didn't. Oh, AMS, they gave us a ticket. Players
A golden-
wanted, they gave us a ticket to give away, which was a golden ticket, which was awesome. And then let's see. You know what I forgot? Lions Claws. John Liu, Lions Claws, Kevin Crisper, and stuff like that. I had a ticket to give away from them. So that just means I'll have to give away 2 at the next event because Lions Claws events. But they don't have anything going on right now. So, yeah, Gracie and Blue. Yep, they're underneath here eating popcorn. So show the children. I can't. I got to move the camera then. And once I move the camera, it's, screwed.
See,
So-
I just have to call mine, and her head would be like right.
Oh, I know, because you got horses. I got
Loki.
I got kielbasa sitting underneath here. These guys, they're not wiener dogs, they're kielbasa. And they love their daddy. Yes, you do. We slept good last night, didn't we?
Here she is.
Woo. And then, of course, I come home from work. I come home from the event and have to go right back to work, and I'm super busy. Like I said, I am light at the end of the tunnel, ready for retirement, but I love my job because I love what I do what I do. But retirement, the light is right there in saying I can retire because then I get to do this full time. So travel the country,
It's
put on
because he's not
events.
wearing pants.
I'm sorry, dude. I can't not wear pants.
You took
not
the
not
box
wear
on,
pants.
huh?
What's that?
Nothing.
I got my
nothing.
boxers on. I got
No,
my
that's
steam.
not what I said.
Oh, lift them. Use your legs. Use my legs. I need a crane to lift these guys.
Oh,
No, they're
man.
good. They're laying down here at my feet. They look good. They're doing okay. Right, guys? I know you want more popcorn, but I can't right now because I got chewed out for chewing on screen.
So, on a whole, I can't wait for the next one.
If you
Awesome
missed
event.
out, come to the next one. Keep an eye on us, newbreedairsoft.com. Go ahead, finish your statement because I like cutting you off.
No, I'm
On
just
the
saying it was
whole,
a great event. It was a great,
great
it was a good
event.
time.
Yes,
I
it
can't wait
was.
for the next one.
Yep.
I can't wait to go back out to that field again and check out the field.
The field is
play more
awesome.
of
And
it.
like I said, Desi and Jenny are probably the most easygoing people to work with. I know that coming up in November, there'll be another event out there, not mine, but there is another event out there. So if you want to go check the field out, go do it. And
Watching his face light up when he saw the Marcom blue was fantastic. And then we showed him that the FML from G&G.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if he got did he get the FML? I don't know if he got the FML or not. I know he got
I don't know.
I know he got the Marcom because they actually won it from the
I think
from
he
the
was trying to
raffle.
get somebody to get it for him, like maybe
Yeah,
one of his
well,
suppliers or whatever.
or even his
Yeah.
wife. It was their anniversary the next day. So, but Desi and Jenny are just he's a huge paintball guy who's been introduced to airsoft over the last year, and he's just been hooked. But he's still a huge paintball. I mean, his guys, yeah.
His field looks like he put a lot of love into it.
He did.
Right. And I mean, and it's rare to see. Like I got a chance to I walked past the pirate ship. I didn't go in it. I was going to go back out and jump into it. Then somebody distracted me with something shiny to talk about. So I did. And then all of a sudden when I turned around, it was like close to lunchtime. And I was like, pub sub time.
Them pub subs are great.
That man had to eat. So I ran off and came back. When I came back, I was just like, you know what? My shoulder says, my mind says yes. My shoulder says you. And it just wasn't happening.
It's 8 o'clock now, but we still got to be on a little bit longer because
we had
some technical difficulties.
Yeah,
so was it 10 minutes? Were we 10 minutes late?
Just about
Emma,
10 minutes.
were we 10 minutes late? Because you were one waiting for it to go
because
live,
I could see the timer right now. It's 49 minutes and 58 seconds.
So let's move on and discuss what's going on.
So what we have coming up next, the big thing is going to be Syndicate.
Syndicate what?
Syndicate 5.
How many syndicates have I been to? Have I been to all 5 of them? I think
you missed.
I think I missed one.
One
of them, but
the first one.
Oh yeah, can't forget DEO was cooking. The food was awesome.
Oh yeah, DEO's dinner Friday night was fire.
Yes, it was. The beef tips and the chicken and
then the pork belly.
Pork belly. Oh, yep. And then
it was great.
Of course the potato salad was awesome. So yeah, DEO did great with the food. They DEO has their own cafe there and always do great. So Greg likes being the cook while he's there. He also likes having the shop there. So they did awesome. So if you ever need somebody for your event, if you're having an event, DEO store and cafe. There you go. I'm advertising for you, Greg.
DEO Action Sports Center in Fort Myers, Florida is open.
And tune in tomorrow night because we're doing the same thing tomorrow night on his stream. Wait for that announcement. Oh, yeah, I know.
All right.
But
So what about? So
so,
go
so
ahead.
Syndicate 5. So I have a very, very important announcement to make about Syndicate 5. I have chosen my XO for the event.
Who's that?
And I don't know, maybe I'll hold off and wait till everybody sees it to go to Syndicate 5. All I know it'll be the first time in any event I ever went to. I'm sure there's other events where somebody of this nature has held the position of XO. And no, it's not a clown. No,
No,
it's
that's
not
your
a
job.
no, it's not they them. I'm the clown. I'm the CEO. That is Brad. Brad Beaver, you there? I mean, I know you like giving me crap when I'm the CEO or trying to capture me and all that stuff. So it'll be a lot of fun because they're gonna my XO for Syndicate 5 for the DEA in tan will be dun 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 one of the first females that I've known of to do an XO position, Emma Ruby.
Emma's going to be the
Emma
XO.
is going to be the XO for Syndicate 5 for the DEA. So let's see whoever the the CO is for green. Let's see you top that, bitches.
So I will say one of the other announcements for our Syndicate is that Nikolai is not making an appearance this time.
Yay! He's
I
just a
know.
pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Hey, Vance.
Good job, Emma. Good job. Let's see how you do.
Yep, let's see how Emma does. But
I
it
will tell
it should
you.
be awesome. It's gonna be a great event. Just now she's got to go out and find tan camo. Suck it, green.
It's actually not hard. Tacticalgear.com. All right.
Tactical gear. Yep, that's correct.
I'll just keep saying that over and over again.
Yep.
Tacticalgear.com.
Yep.
It'll be.
And Justin's
it's
gonna
fun.
miss it again because it's his work weekend.
I know.
That's so sad.
It
Justin
is
could have been up there. He could have been in green. But what happened with Whiskey? Is Whiskey?
I gotta
not
find out.
answering?
I gotta talk to him.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to Whiskey again.
Yep. So Green's got to come up with a good CO, and he's Whiskey's a fun CO. So for Green, and then of course you got Brad Beaver who likes to be somebody out there, but he just Brad Beaver.
The what the hell happened to my light? Alrighty then. My light just turned off. There we go.
She has tan gear. We're good. We're golden.
I know she had tan gear. That she had tan camo, but I think she does. I think somebody gave it to her.
No problem. That's all right. She can stand next to me, look pretty. Maybe we get her boyfriend there. Maybe
that would be kind of awesome. Have her boyfriend there.
Or if you,
I will
tell you your husband. What is he?
Joel. Belgium right now.
Joel, good guy. Yeah, she's in Belgium with him right now. Hey, Joel.
There's a lot of castles there.
My Starbies brother. And then we're trying to figure out a way to make Christian like the Boston Scientific dog.
Like one of the Life Furies.
Yeah, one of the Life Furies. Yeah, that's right.
Brad Beaver for Green CO.
Oh, that's actually probably a good idea.
I'll call Brad, and you know he's probably going to negotiate. Can I wear a multicam Tropic?
Yeah, I know, because he puts that as long as it looks new, it's fine. It looks green. As long as it's new, it can't be faded.
I mean, when it comes down to the field, like the last time we had Syndicate there, the field was not lush. It was very barren looking.
That was last time. Yep.
That last time. So this time, rains have been happening. The field is more lush. There's more green plumage everywhere. So there is going to be more areas for you guys to maneuver and hide through. And no man's land might not be a stick. Emma running through no man's land, she's going to disappear like Greg. We might have to put a little flag on her so that they could see like those soccer flags or whatever. But hey,
I wonder if we could get Greg up there for green CO.
I don't think Greg. There was.
I know he's got a bunch of stuff.
No, when I mentioned it, he goes, "Are you?" Actually, I think the response was, "Are you kidding me?"
He didn't have the F in there.
God, the rain has not stopped. So the more it rains, the more it means that area is just going to be more and more lush with greenery.
It was fun that way too, though, when it was grown like that, because you could actually move better without getting hit. And I remember going out in the middle of the field to one of the control points was in the middle of the field, and dummy me walking back and thought it was my tan guys in the woods there, and it wasn't. It was green. I got shut up. Got captured and shut up.
So camping this time is going to be a little bit more limited. We're having it behind the dome. Anybody that has an RV will be able to camp up by the up on the hardtop by the dumpsters. The soccer field is going to be in play. The grass soccer field that was down in the the Dell
will be part of the game.
That's going to be in play. You guys will be able to play in there. We'll have that opening, so you have other pathways to go. And then, of course, the buildings, we're probably going to manipulate more things around. One of the things that I will mention, because we're running out of time here, but I want to talk about it, is the Manhunt game Friday night. So we are going to do a Friday night game. People are asking Manhunt. We'll see how many people are willing to play. There's going to be hunters versus survivors. All right. The survivors are going to be collecting things so they can score points, so they just can't stay hidden the entire time. They have to find something. And we're going to have 2 raffle items to get through. In fact, I'm going to have to start printing things for people to wear for this game. So that way when the survivors are captured or eliminated, I got to watch out what I'm saying because I'm on TikTok still.
Last stand.
When they go down, that's how the hunters are going to collect stuff up. And there's only going to be about 10% hunters versus the people that are there. And it's going to run for probably about an hour and a half. We're going to wait for it to get dusk outside. So a little dark so that way people can hide. And then let them go through and do it. And at the end of it, whatever hunter has the most trophies and whatever survivors have the most resources will be the winners. Those 2 people will get will get something significant. Could be a rifle, could be a pistol. We'll see what we'll have, but it's going to be some good stuff. So you guys asked for something to do Friday night. This is something that we can do that does not alleviate. The only people that are going to be armed are going to be the hunters, and their ammo is going to be also a little bit limited. They'll have to go back to ammo respawn points to pick up stuff. So hunters are coming for you. So it'll be a good form of gameplay. And then of course the main Syndicate game is going to be what you all know, green versus tan. Although now the cartel can wear any color Hawaiian shirt they want. Could be a taco truck. Yes, I will reach out to the haunted house people this week and ask them to come and experience the event. Should be a good time. Ange will be coming up with us.
Cool.
That's going to be one of the events
Smurf,
she does.
Smurf going to be there?
We got to figure out transportation for her.
Okay.
So that's one thing we got to work on. But other than
Get
that,
the boys, Smurf boys there.
if you guys haven't seen the thing, here it is. You can get your tickets at pwaevents.com or you can go to syndicate5.eventbrite.com. Get your tickets. And of course, if you use promo code Damien, you still get that nice little discount. So we'll have a stream next week talking all about Syndicate. So we can go through, have the good time with that. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
Wow,
boys and girls, children,
that's a fast
all ages,
stream. I stayed awake the whole time.
it's at 59 minutes right now. So we stuck to our 1 hour time frame, even though we got on late.
Yep.
Want to thank you all for coming back out again. As always, you guys help us grow, and growing the channel is on YouTube alone. We're at 72,000. What is it? What was the number at right now? Hold on 1 second. I think we're almost at 73,000
On YouTube.
On YouTube. Give me
Nice.
1 second. Trying to pull it up here. Also chewing up time, which is great. Our channel is at 72,900 subscribers. We're almost at breaking that 73,000 mark. We have 2 videos that have made over 35 million views in the last 3 weeks. So you all keep supporting us. We go through. So once we hit 75,000 followers, we're going to have a stream and we're going to go give away. We're going to have a video that we put up that you guys just like and comment on, and you'll be entered in for a raffle for one of the Faiachi sites, another great sponsor of ours. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, what?
I was going to say newbreedairsoft.com. Pictures will be coming out soon. We already have some videos up that are already out there. We'll just go to newbreedairsoft.com or go to the event page of Operation Future Wars Part 1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am Joker for Players Wanted. With me, it's not a party until he comes out, Weiner from Nubreed Airsoft. Until next time, may your BBs fly true and your opponents always call your hits. Good night.
Squirrel!